The Omnipotence has changed the Naruto series forever. Everything that we know about the story could be a big fat lie materialized by an otsutsuki god. With Momoshiki's disclosure of what they have done to humanity before, almost any part of Naruto's history could be fabricated, which means Kishimoto fooled us the entire time. The most common assumptions about this plot point are usually the Uzumaki history or the Jashin lore. In a nutshell, it is believed that the otsutsuki gods punished the uzumakis for stealing their jutsus, and that's why they changed the memories of people about their extinction. They were mysteriously erased without any traces, and maybe it's the doing of the otsutsuki gods, since they can manifest anything with omnipotence. The second theory says it was Jashin who manipulated the memories of people about the Shinoiki clan, explaining the origins of Kasuryagan and Hidan's dark techniques. However, since Momoshiki's statement hints at the memory revamp happening more than once, we could assume both of these theories to be correct simultaneously. Well, these assumptions are based on the missing pieces of history that were not explained clearly in the story. But the theory that I came up with could literally turn over the whole plot of the franchise in the most unexpected manner. The whole prophecy part of the original story could be the outcome of an otsutsuki god to make everyone believe that Naruto is the child of prophecy. It could be a chronic rewrite of memory that made Jiraiya believe Naruto fulfilled the criteria even though he didn't. The way he mistook Nagato as the child of prophecy earlier also indicates that his mortal assumptions were prone to errors. Even if it's not the doing of an otsutsuki god, Boruto being the ultimate child of prophecy actually makes more sense due to a number of reasons. First and foremost, Naruto did not bring true peace to the world and is still a faraway dream. Secondly, since the concept of destiny is much vital to the plot of Boruto as compared to the original series, it's very likely that a twist of fate type of event as big as omnipotence would happen again to shock everyone. With this statement of Momoshiki, we can assume that whoever manipulated the memories of humanity never let the Toad Sage think otherwise. Every major fight that Naruto won and the temporary peace that was established through him was enough for everyone to confirm his role as the prophesized child. However, the prophecy takes a mind-blowing turn with the return of Kashin Koji. Since he is now training a yellow-haired child of the Uzumaki lineage, it's very likely that Boruto is the ultimate child of prophecy. The next theory is really exciting, so please hit the sub button if you find it interesting. If we take the original prophecy of the Toad Sage, he foretold that the child of prophecy would be a student of Jiraiya who would bring a great revolution to the world of ninja. Jiraiya's actions would determine if the revolution would be for the world's salvation or the world's destruction. Now, previously it was believed that it's a reference to Naruto and Pain, who wanted to bring a revolution with love and destruction respectively. However, in the new era, there is an exact analogy going on in case of Boruto and Kawaki. Now, before you guys tell me Kawaki is not a disciple of Koji or Jiraiya, hear me out. In the Naruto series, there's a repetitive theme going on with everything that happens to Naruto happens to Sasuke as well. They both had a lonely childhood, an interesting rivalry and beliefs, and most of the power-ups that they received were unlocked around the same time period. And only a year after one of them got sealed, the other one faced the same fate too. Further, Sasuke got a Shinju avatar known as Hidari who wants to kill his own daughter, so we can assume that Naruto will also return as a Shinju to be the god of destruction. And it's completely plausible because Jura has made his mind to search for him only for the sake of absorbing him. If anything like that happens, then we would have two students of the Sanin acting as the personification of peace and destruction. On top of that, Koji was somehow responsible in the awakening of Jura the Shinju. This means his actions will indirectly lead to the destruction followed by the salvation by the hands of Boruto. Now the question remains, how does Kawaki come into play here? Well, in my eyes, he is basically a puppet of power. He craves power to protect Naruto and can literally sell himself for the sake of Lord 7th. It seems like Naruto is safe and intact like Sasuke during the prologue scene, but just because Kawaki had to get him back, he was left with no choice but to destroy the shinobi world. Now you may ask, why would Jura or Shinju Naruto even bother to manipulate him in destroying everything? Well, the answer to this question lies in the final panels of chapter 7. Jura seems to be obsessed with knowledge, but unfortunately he can't find the answers that he's seeking. This is why he believes absorbing Naruto will be the salvation for him. It could be that whatever he has learned after this long research will get passed on to Kawaki, and by what I understood, chances are Kawaki will abide by Jura's mentality and ideology. The books could have taught him that peace is the resolution to mankind, but in reality, as said by Minato, as long as there is a shinobi system, true peace can't be attained. So I believe Jura or Shinjuto is using Kawaki to end the age of shinobis, cause it has brought brought nothing but suffering to mankind. But why would he even think about humanity if his main goal is to evolve himself? Well, this is where the things take a really interesting turn. The instinct of the Shinjus to devour their personal target is about to change the story in a really surprising manner. The 4 Shinjus are apparently based on the 4 horsemen from the Bible, with Jura being a depiction of the first horseman known as the White Horse. He is commonly interpreted as the representative of conquest, which is obviously symbolic in Jura's character. However, he is also associated with false sense of peace or the beginning of end times. And this literally explains how the story is about to take the darkest turn. The peaceful era is not actually the peaceful era, and Jura will eventually acknowledge this with his knowledge. There are many philosophies in real world which describe peace as an illusionary concept that can never be achieved within mortal limits. Even Madara in his philosophy considered peace as nothing but an illusion. He believed peace is just the absence of conflict, and only a fundamental restructuring of society can bring harmony and stability to the world. He used to see the existing efforts at peacekeeping as superficial and ultimately ineffective. I really think Naruto, after fusing with Jura, will have a similar perception on reality. The reason the shinobi system gets in between all this is simply because it has been the cause of conflict and unrest for ages. The fair division of power among the 4 great nations and the overpowered prodigies choosing the politically correct way to do things always saved the shinobi world from extinction. However, now that power has been unequally distributed on a massive scale, it seems like Jura and Kawaki will succeed in their plans of bringing a revolution through destruction. If the appearance of Naruto's Shinju would resemble his real counterpart, with the outfit resembling time skip Kawaki, it will make their alliance look a lot more petrifying, and they can easily be the most renowned antagonist duo of the series. There is even a possibility that Kawaki will absorb Jura to get stronger, and if that would be the case, then I think the Shinju voluntarily let Kawaki absorb him just for their mutual goal of bringing a revolution through destruction. Now that we know how the 2 students of Jiraiya could be the embodiments of peace and destruction in the new era, let's take a look at some of the theories from you guys. The first one comes from EQX7168. He says that Otsutsukis might be humans who left the planet tens of thousands of years ago and then eventually landed upon Ten-Tails, which acted as the medium of their evolution. The plot might reveal the Ten-Tails as good creatures who were abused by Otsutsukis. Now with the Shinju awakening, they are fighting back to seek revenge. He even adds that Jura might be in search of Kurama instead of Naruto, cause he is somehow connected to the creature who's similar to him. This might explain what answers he's actually seeking. He wants to find out what happened to Kurama, and only Naruto can answer that question. The conclusion of this theory even justifies Jura's shinobi hatred. After realizing someone from his own kind sacrificed his life for a shinobi, or I should say the shinobi world, it will make the extension of this system the life goal of Jura, and Kawaki would be the perfect one for this game. I really like the part of the Shinju sympathizing with Kurama. It explains how the shinobi world came between the conflict of Boruto and Kawaki. The Red Karma wielder was never against the shinobi system. Rather, he was too fascinated with the stories that he witnessed and heard. He listened to the tale of Naruto and devoted his life to him. He realized Boruto could be a threat, so he killed him. And after facing off someone more powerful than him who has a tragic story to tell, it's very likely for Kawaki to switch up and be the destroyer of the shinobi world. Let me know your thoughts on this theory and if I should bring a full video on this. Next we have the Chronicles of Poetica, who has dropped not 1 but 4 theories for us to cover, and I really like 3 of them. The first one says Code and Delta are the 2 missing Otsutsukis. I think he means they are the vessels of those missing Otsutsukis, cause that would narratively make more sense. As for Code, his mysterious karma and never before seen abilities hint at the existence of a new Otsutsuki, and Delta, or I should say Akebi's resurrection, being a decoy to an Otsutsuki's revival, also makes this theory more plausible. The second theory talks about Kawaki and how he might sacrifice Aida, cause only she can reveal the whereabouts of Naruto as well as the history of the past. I really like this one cause it also sheds light on Aida and how she might have the answers to Jura's questions, so Kawaki will need to either protect or get rid of her in some way. Killing her would be a dumb move cause it would make him a target of Daemon, one of the most broken cyborgs. Well, going by the Dragon Ball narrative, the Shinjus might absorb Aida to evolve into a more powerful form, so the departure of the Moon-Eyed cyborg is something that's not out of question. The final theory talks about Hidari and how he's on his way of betraying Jura cause he somehow retained the memories of Sasuke. He might be familiar with the truth of Naruto and could become a hurdle in the grand plan of Jura. Well, the possibility of Hidari betraying Jura is way too high for numerous reasons, one of them being Sarada and how her character development is needed for the plot to continue. There There were many instances when the writers promised us a huge role for Sarada, so chances are Hidari will give her his powers. That will automatically take her to Boruto and Kawaki's level, or he could literally train her to become more stronger and catch up to the Kama duo. Find out more about Sarada and Hidari in the right video. You can also find more amazing theories in the left one. Subscribe for more amazing stuff like this, and I will see you next time.